Welcome back. I'm Natalie Pekonic. I'm an independent consultant for Kazaz, and I'm here with the second part of 2 videos on making my Oxide and Feathers card. If you didn't manage to catch us in the first video, there's a link in the comments below. In the first video, we made a background using Oxide inks on gloss cardstock. What a great technique. In this video, we're using the Dreamcatcher and the Dreamcatcher dies. They're available as a pair or individually. As with all of my videos, all the products are available from my web store, and that link is in the comments below. I start off making the feathers for the Dreamcatcher. So I've got a few squares of tissue paper here. I've squeezed out a little bit of the Oxide ink onto the mat, added a little bit of water, and then I just run the tissue paper through it. The tissue paper does become a little bit fragile, so you do have to be careful, and you do see in this video I do tear it, but I just kind of get over it and move on. The last square I've done with tarnished brass paint, and I've added that onto the full sheet, but I've also just dabbed it around on the 3 colours I've already got and add a little bit of a spray of water. That touch of gold just gives a lovely finish on the end product. That's where I tore the red one, as I said, move on, and I've dried them off with a heat tool. You can pop them aside to dry, but a heat tool just speeds that process up just that little bit. I've sped a lot of this up for you guys, just so that you're not sitting around today watching paint dry. Here I'm inking up the large Dreamcatcher, and I'm going to stamp it on each of the tissue paper pieces, but I'm only stamping the very bottom bit with the feathers on it. I don't need anything else. It would just be a waste of tissue paper if I stamped any more. I've got all of the pieces, stacked them together to cut them out with the die. Now this is never going to be perfect if you stack them all on top of each other, but it is the quicker way to do it, and I can be a bit lazy sometimes. And that was the results. So they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. Now I'm stamping the large Dreamcatcher on A5 cardstock, and I only need the top bit. And again, on some clear plastic. On the clear plastic, I want the whole image. I'm going to cut each of these out. The A5 one I'm cutting out with the die, and the white plastic I'm going to fussy cut. Blending around the edges of the top bit, I only want the hoops, the outside and the inside hoops on this A5 piece. And here I'm just cutting away the outside hoop. And then I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and I'm going to cut the inside piece away. Now, I'm not sure what happened to this little piece of video, but after I've fussy cut around the plastic, I've actually stuck the 2 inside and outside hoops onto the plastic. The advantage of having that piece of plastic below is that it looks a little bit more like a Dreamcatcher with the little wires running between the 2, and it also gives a bit of sturdiness to the feathers because they're made of tissue paper. They're just that little bit lightweight. I've magic mounted that on and trimmed off the excess, and now I'm just trimming the the feathers down to what I need from them. All the rest I can just pop in the bin. So there I've got my 9 feathers, and I'm going to use glue dots. Glue dots are fantastic. They're clear see-through dots and they stick anything to anything, and I go through so many packets of them. So I'm popping one of each of the colours of feathers onto the card, and I kind of fiddle around and I move them so that they're not all exactly overlapping and that you can see the different colours through. Again, because the feathers are tissue paper, they're really light, and they have a nice movement to them. But with that plastic behind, it gives them a bit of sturdiness. Popping it on a card base, and the black here just makes it pop. And then I'm just going to do the final little bits of decoration, so some sticky bling down on the bottom of the feathers, and then lots of the icicles around on those little bits of rope and the little dangly bits. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. Check out below in the comments for links to my store, my blog, and over on that blog you will see the other 2 cards in this set. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and please hit the subscribe button. Thanks again. Bye.